It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Al Jackson joins us from his home. And Al, we've been plugging your gig. I got to get it right now. It's Dale's Weston Lanes in Weston, Wisconsin Friday.
There you go.
And the Ridges in Wisconsin Rapids on Saturday.
And if I heard correctly, is that where they make Pringles, or did I make that up?
Oh, I don't know.
The Ridges, like two people told me that, but I did not verify because I'm extremely
Somebody
lazy.
called
but I
Greg
think
Warren.
so.
That's interesting.
Yes.
They make Pringles in the Ridges? I thought they make Ruffles there because Ruffles has the Ridges.
By the way, Pringles has no ridges.
Alan,
Maybe I mean
It looks like you've taken a break from mowing a lawn, and you're sitting up next to a big shrub, and you're talking to us.
I don't know.
Dean said that you couldn't see my head, so I'm crouching down like I'm Patrick Ewing in the fourth quarter, just leaning on his knees, listening to Pat Riley.
Yeah,
That's where we go out and score 71 points in 4 quarters.
Your shirt is clergy-esque.
Yeah, your arms look like priests.
No,
Yeah.
it is a kimono.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks
Can a black
Japanese.
man put on a kimono in his own home?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
America?
I guess he can't.
In his own homono.
Oh, I like that.
You know, Bobo wears a kimono.
Oh, God, I'm leaving.
No.
Hey, Al, when you were a kid, did you get into wrestling at all? And are you aware of Bobo Brazil?
Bobo Brazil?
Or Dick the Bruiser? Any of those guys?
Yeah.
What era? Did you say your dad used to watch it?
No, my dad didn't, but my dad said that my grandfather lived and died thinking that wrestling was real. Like my grandfather, my dad said he could never convince my he'd just be like, "Dad, you know wrestling's not real." He'd be like, "Yeah, I know, son." Like to the death, he was like, "Nah, like that's real." I came in, I'm Mr. Wonderful, Heart Foundation, Paul Orndorff, and buying wrestling magazines. Like they were in black and white. I always thought that was so futuristic. I was like, I could look about wrestling in a magazine. And now if I told my kids that, they would literally think I just unthawed myself from an iceberg. But yeah, that was like, do you remember what a big deal it was to just get a wrestling magazine or know somebody whose dad would take you to a wrestling match? It was like wrestling was huge for me as a kid growing up. And then there's a moment, I think every adult goes through this, whether you're going to be a professional wrestling adult, because there's still grown men that watch it and talk about it and blog about it. I think I checked out like a lot of people at 14. I was like, oh, girls, I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Once again, Al Jackson on the road. Al, your comedy album will be out soon.
It will. And you know what, Tom? I'm very excited about this. Actually, thought about you once it was confirmed. I'm going to have some cassette tapes printed up as well.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and a couple LPs. I want some vinyl. I've always wanted a vinyl Al Jackson, so I need some album art. Maybe we'll put that up for.
Oh, I can get PJ on that for you. Hey, let me ask. Ooh. So, the title is going to be.
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, please don't say that. No.
Oh,
Tom, we might have to do this.
You're opening the door for him to come up with a title.
Okay, here's what you guys don't understand. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. I'm opening up to Tom. It's like when you open up the closet that you never go into. You know the thing, the bowling ball falls out and all that stuff. But what you need is in there too. So that's what it is when you ask Tom for help. Yes, some terrible stuff will come your way. You might even get a concussion.
Yeah, you might get hit in the head with a bowling ball.
Yeah. The fact that you're going to do an album, let me rephrase it, a vinyl record, means that it really expands your options for a title, because now you can relate it to the artwork, because you're going to have a nice, beautiful bit of artwork on the cover, which you don't have in the world of streaming. Yes, Willie?
For the LP, can you call it the AL-BUM, the album? Is that
there
fun
you go.
For anybody? Apparently not. Okay, I'll go back and
I think it's cute, buddy.
Implying that Al is a bum?
No,
it's
album.
The album. I'm not saying he's a bum.
No.
Al's name is in the word album.
I see. Okay.
Al's bum.
If you glance at it, you're like, oh,
Look at Al's bum.
Wait a second.
I know what the problem is. You remember we're talking to Al Jackson, right? You remember that? Okay. His name's Al.
Okay. No, I understand that. I'm just saying, Christy's idea of when you flip it over, the backside is
Al's bum.
Is Al's ass.
That's fun. That's a good time.
I'm on board.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. I see myself. I have to at some point in my life, and I'm 45, so it's time to get these things done. I need to take like an album cover. I want to have an album cover with me on a white rug, and I think I might need to be wearing a white suit. I don't know why. That's just that's what's channeling through me through God right now. So I don't know. I see candlelights in the back. Yeah.
Is there some
nice glass of red wine?
Is there some famous rap album you've always wanted to redo with you on the cover? Maybe.
You know what, Chicky? That's so weird you say that because I am obsessed, absolutely obsessed with the period of R&B and funk albums between 1979 and 1990. They are insane.
Is there a particular cover, though, that you really love?
Well, yeah, there's one. There's a group called LTD.
Sure.
They have yes, you guys have to pull their album cover up. They have one of my favorite songs of all time, but they also have 20 shirtless black men with afros holding rings in front of their face like you would a mirror. And I don't know who signed off on this. That was back when you could have 17 people in your band before you realized, we're cutting this check 21 ways. So I'm going to do a solo LP after this.
Yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire just became Earth. Hey, listen, we don't need the horns. Get a synthesizer, will you?
Exactly. How do we cut down on hotel rooms?
Is this what we're referring to, this one?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see that picture? It's amazing.
Wow.
LTD. If you're home, L.T.D. But yeah, you have to. First of all, incredible album, but also it's just 20 shirtless men, and I always like to think that in a world where there's no compromise, in a world where there's no giving an inch to the other side, 20 men decided that was going to be their calling card for the world. Yeah. To just remember that human beings can come together.
And that was before Photoshop, so they all were closed in tight, touching, chest to back, bare.
I like it that it says featuring Jeffrey Osborne.
Oh, yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, that's right. That's where Jeffrey Osborne came from.
So, Al, we'll work on this, and give me a ring. I do want to mention that you're going to be live. This is so cool. You're going to be at Dale's Weston Lanes in Weston, Wisconsin. Yes. And that's Friday and Saturday. The Ridges in Wisconsin Rapids, and we'll do our homework and see if that's where they make Ridges or what did you say?
We'll double check.
Pringles.
Well, I mean, I think, Willie kind of shut my argument down pretty quickly. He's like, don't Ruffles have ridges? That's like when you have a lawyer and you're losing so badly when the other lawyer says that they just start fake writing and putting stuff in their briefcase. Like, oh, no, we've already lost the case. Now I just have to look like I don't want to get disbarred. Yeah. So, yes.
I got an idea for you, Al. Album title.
Oh, God.
You like wearing sweatpants, right?
I ever since the accusations that the judge gave me, yes.
You like wearing sweatpants. You know the famous Sticky Fingers album cover with the Stones? Where it's just like from the belly button to the top of the thighs, and there's an actual zipper in it, the Andy Warhol.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually, that was done by
it's iconic.
Yeah, Joe D'Alessandro is the guy with the big bulge. You could do the same thing, except with sweatpants, and then stick a Pringles can in there and go live from Pringles. What do you think?
I feel like you had
Did you just get hit with that bowling ball?
Yeah, once again, that's your concussion you were talking about, Al.
That was it.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's something I'm gonna play around with in my head, Tom. But yes, we're gonna keep spitballing ideas. So that's in there though.
Okay, good. Time for you to educate this radio man in the world of language. What have you got over there?
Tom, as winter's coming around, you're not going to be able to go outside as much as you want to. Maybe even, if you like to ride horses. We all know what horses are, Tom. Can you tell me what the Iron Horse is, Tom?
That was a famous football player. Right?
The Iron Horse.
Wasn't there someone called the Iron Horse?
That was Lou Gehrig's nickname.
That should have been the name of Viagra.
The Iron Horse was Lou Gehrig's nickname, I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So the Iron Horse is a thing? And it has to do with winter?
Or being inside?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
I thought an Iron Horse was a train, like a railroad.
Yeah, I did too.
So, but you see,
check out the big brain on Chicky.
Oh,
there you go.
Well,
so what does that mean?
That's it. It's the subway.
Oh, a train.
Oh, I'm taking the Iron Horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So, Tom, let's hear that in a sentence, and I need you to really put some zhuzh on it. We need a little zhuzh this morning.
You remember what zhuzh is, right?
I was staying down in the Village, and I decided to go up to Broadway to see Mike Birbiglia's show, so we took the Iron Horse.
Oh, perfect.
How's that sound?
That was the most natural you've probably ever said a word, because usually you change your voice and you go, well, saw a lady as you would.
In the event that there are no taxis or Ubers, I guess we're pressed for time. We'll just grab the Iron Horse on Canal Street.
There you go.
And head up to Broadway to see Birbiglia. Yeah, Mike Birbiglia is on Broadway right now with his show. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And Birbiglia is also in the new Taylor Swift video.
Yes, he is. He plays a pastor.
It's very, very cool. Yeah, I got that one. You got one that's hard?
Yes, and by the way, did you guys see that they made Taylor Swift take that scene where she said that she was fat out of her video? Her fans did.
Mm-hmm. Really?
It was, yes. There's like a scene where she's talking about how she had body dysmorphia issues or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so it was a scene of her as a young person, and then it's like her ghost of Christmas future self standing over her shoulder, basically saying you're not fat or whatever. And so the thing was, feel good about yourself. And her fans like, we don't like the word fat, take it out. And she did. And I'm just, I know, Jess, I know. I'm like, I said this on the show. This is why you cannot cater to the masses.
Yep.
Like, artists cannot just be like, okay, you guys didn't like that. Well, let's just start standing over Stephen King's shoulder. And like, when he's typing, just be like, I don't like that. That's scary. Take that out.
Yeah.
Hey, too much blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, can't he just meet a good woman on Bumble and keep it moving like Al did?
Hey, Al, this just in from Dean. The Ridges is a golf course and old racetrack in Wisconsin Rapids. Oh. So you'll be there coming up on Saturday.
And I was close. So thank you, Dean, for corroborating what Willie led us all to believe, that Al doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, I was trying to make a fat guy joke. I was having a good time.
So we
really?
still don't know where they make the Pringles.
An accurate
I've tried. I can't figure it out. I don't know where they make the Pringles either.
Okay.
And also, can I just say something that's not popular? Pringles, I don't turn them down, but do you ever like go to the store like, I want Pringles? Obviously people do, but they're just weird. I don't like they don't like the fact that they're smooth.
Is it the can? Is it the can? They come in a can? Is that it?
Yeah, well, the can gives you anxiety because you're like, when you're getting to the bottom of it. Like when you have to reach your whole wrist in there.
Yeah, but I think there's an honesty about Pringles. You get that many. You get that tennis can full of them. With potato chips, you get air.
Well, there's some settling in Pringles as well.
Look at that.
And there's crumbs.
I think during these times, what's that word they use? Somethingflation. About how they're putting shrinkflation.
Yeah.
I think they're putting more air in the bags of the chips, frankly.
Yeah. Pringles are great when you're on an airplane for some reason. They're great to travel with. Maybe because they don't get crushed.
Yeah, that's true.
In your bag or whatever.
Do you find they're just too regimented?
Too uniform?
They really are the North Korean police of
chips.
Potato chips. They're just in a straight line.
Yeah.
And there can be nothing different about them. Yeah, it's I don't know. I do like broken chips at the bottom. Look.
Do you?
At the end of the day, it's Tostitos with a hint of lime, or it's nothing. That's what I'm here for.
But Pringles are very tasty. I like.
Yeah.
Pringles are made in Jackson, Tennessee, here in the States. They're made
you were
in
close.
Belgium, Malaysia, Poland, and China.
Try to do duck bills with a tortilla. That's not going to work. Your Tostitos.
That's true. You can't walk around
Pringles
like a duck.
is the only duck bill chip that
He's right.
on the market.
It's a great gag. Do you know the duck bill gag, Al?
With putting it in your lips, yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because there's only a couple of things to do with Pringles. You either put them in like that, or you put them in like sideways, and it kind of blocks your mouth like a creepy adult pacifier. Which shout out to that fetish.
I can tell by the look on Al's face. He's
God.
He's done.
He's so polite, but that look on his face.
What is your
honestly? It made me start thinking about other fetishes. Like I always thought, isn't like a foot fetish the best one to have? Because you can go work at a shoe store, like you can go to the beach. When I'm at yoga, I'm not a foot fetish person. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of exposed feet here if you're into that. But like, what if you're into like the baby fetish? How hard is it to find somebody to be like, hey, do you want to go change a grown man? I just ate. Like, because it's not a baby diaper. That's still, I don't care how big that diaper is. That's going to be all Al Jackson on the rear end. So you have to really be into that.
You're going to get some great email, Al.
I think we're
done. Okay, thank you very much. Al Jackson, once again, is, of course, a featured performer on Daily Blast Live. And we have an interesting story here about, and I tease this because I think you're going to think, boy, this is really boring. Because a lot of times when we have these stories about archaeology, they're kind of dry and dull, and there's really nothing there. And
not like
90% of it's speculation.
They think they may have found Cleopatra's tomb, which that's a big story.
Her
not
what?
this, her tomb.
Oh,
I mean, not this. This is interesting. There are actual facts here instead of just some person speculating. They can actually read what's on this thing. Go ahead, read the story. It's good.
Israeli archaeologists have found the sentence carved into an ancient head lice comb. It's the world's oldest sentence in any language, they say.
Now, think about that. That's really cool. What?
The oldest sentence, yeah.
Boy, that's cool. Look, chicks.
I don't know what goes on in your brain. The world's oldest sentence.
Wow.
That's interesting.
The inscription.
These are people that are involved in.
You know what? I bet this is not. I bet the world's oldest sentence is "Get off my lawn."
Yeah.
Or "Get out of my cave."
Or "Not tonight, honey."
The coupon didn't work when I tried to pay for Werther's with a check.
Yeah. Go out and hit somebody else on the head.
Ever heard the theory of why certain languages in the ancient times read right to left?
Here we go.
No, I haven't heard.
It's because most people are right-handed, and when they're using their like a mallet and a chisel,
right,
they can see what they're doing, what they've already done.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
That does make sense, yeah.
That's just a theory.
The inscription on the 3,700-year-old artifact encourages people to comb their hair and beards to rid themselves of lice. The sentence contains 17 letters that read, "May this tusk root out the lice of the hair and the beard."
Huh. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So you don't confuse it with like your head comb? I
guess. Experts say the discovery shines new light on some of humanity's earliest use of the, Canaanite alphabet, which was invented around 1800 BC and is the foundation of all successive alphabetic systems.
So this is like the first real sentence, and of all things, it's about hygiene.
Yeah.
And what is it? Can you read it again for me?
It says...
And it's in English, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, it's obviously not in English.
Yeah.
May this tusk root out the lice of the hair and the beard. Archaeologists say
by the way, the sad thing was it was a woman's comb. Yikes, what a dog.
She had a beard, Willie.
The joke.
A bearded lady.
Objectively, the joke did not work. And then to tag it up.
Yeah.
Saved it.
With the dog barking.
The lady had a beard, you see.
It really is a crowd.
Okay, but the reason I really like this is because I wanted an excuse to play this.
We didn't even finish.
If the rest of it's perfect.
They found microscopic evidence of head lice on the ivory comb.
So it worked.
Apparently.
Have you ever, has anybody done hair? I know, well, Willie, as your dad, I know you've had head lice several times.
Oh, I set some school records for head lice.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's super common, and it even in the finest of schools.
Right.
It's especially common in the summer with kids in baseball
and
helmets
and camps. Yeah.
I got so much lice at camp, I came back from football, I got the football team lice. They made a rule. They had to do lice checks. They call it the Willie rule.
The Willie
How about
rule,
that?
yeah.
And Willie shaved his head before it was cool.
Nice.
There you go.
My mom took 80 lice bugs out of my hair, and then she goes, then I'm just going to stop counting. And then she shaved my head. I had a mohawk for one night, went to the state fair, ate a pork tenderloin big as my face. It was awesome.
Have you ever, none of your kids have ever had lice?
No, we haven't.
This is head lice, as distinctive from
My
body
kids
lice.
had head lice, yeah.
And then you got to do this whole thing where you take your sheets and you have to bake them and all this other
No, you don't.
crap.
You did that. I didn't do that. They were
bake them?
fine.
Is this
Just
the
wash
same
them in
as-
hot water. They're fine.
You have to bake them.
No, don't.
So there's different kinds of lice. There's head lice. There's
Body
genital
lice.
lice, body
Pubic
lice.
lice.
Yeah, is that like scabies? Is that what body
body
lice
lice
is?
looks like your freckles are walking up your...
Up your,
Body lice is different.
okay,
yeah.
it is different.
Dad,
I'm
one
just
time,
curious.
didn't you get pubic lice from an equestrian?
That's correct.
I love that sentence every time you say it.
How did that happen? Oh, horseman.
Went bareback naked?
Riding.
Riding
The point is, the main reason I wanted to play this is because if you think that contemporary music sometimes isn't any good, this was a hit song. I'm going to play this. This is you have to give people a warning. What's that called?
Trigger warning.
A trigger warning. Okay. This may trigger you to vomit. This is This was a hit song.
Oh yeah. Cookie.
Cookie, lend me your comb. Cookie.
You have to revisit this.
Well, now.
Stereo.
There's Ed Burns. Yeah, it's bad stereo, the whole thing. Yeah, that's what is it? Is it Connie Stevens?
Yeah.
And Ed Burns.
On Hawaiian Eye? Was that it? Or?
Oh, it's not like a lice commercial?
No, it was a TV. It was a TV show.
Was it 77 Sunset Strip?
Yes, that's it. Yes.
Ed Burns was this really cool guy at Nice Here, and he was kind of one of the assistants on the detective agency.
He would comb his hair.
Okay.
The girls went nuts for his head of hair.
Well, that was a thing. Like guys just pulling out a comb and.
It's kind of a Fonzie. This guy was like the real era Fonzie.
Chick used to have a switchblade.
The real era Fonzie. What does that mean?
That means that Fonzie was sort of imitating
a character,
that kind of grease hair look of that era.
Is that it?
Gotcha.
Now, Pat?
Tom?
Yes. Oh,
there it is.
There's a switchblade comb. Very cool.
Yeah, it's a nice heavy-duty comb.
Those are nice. Pat? Yeah. I've been told you have some kind of a tribute to the world of combs and
new feature,
lice.
Tom. New feature.
Okay,
it's called Cliff Notes. Brevity is the soul of wit. Here we go. For that story. Here we go. Cliff Notes. It's a comb for lice. It'll make your beard look nice, I know. And there you go. Cliff Notes.
That's great. Beautiful.
Loved it.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I think we got a new bit.
Right? I like it.
That's great. We have our special guest joining us. Harley, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, this is Mr. Harley Holly from Summerville, South Carolina, winner of Week 9 of the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. And Harley, at first I thought you were a lady because
I get that a lot.
Yeah, Harley Quinn, I think, probably is the source for that for many people. But because obviously you are a man, thank you. And in your honor, we have prepared an introductory song.
Hang in there, Harley. We'll get to the shoe of the week.
Harley, holy, he from Somerville, SC.
Nice.
Thank you. What a big green egg. Picked 13 out of 13. I'm talking about Harley. Called the show in the early morn, and we're gonna talk to this guy. Yeah, speak to Chick and Tom today, and that Harley he won. Yeah, and he's gonna cry. So happy. I'm talking about Harley. He.
Thank you. A little tribute to Neil Diamond. Probably haven't heard that before, have you, Harley?
No.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Harley. You are the winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max. You picked 13 of 13 last week and won all the tiebreakers.
Yes.
No,
you did, and you know what time it is. That means it's time for the shoe-in of the week. The often imitated, never duplicated shoe-in of the week. Woo! We first started doing this. We first started the Bob and Tom Show way back in the 30s.
Yeah.
Before we even had microphones. We'd stand outside people's homes and scream into their windows. What's a football game? Shut up and listen to this. So anyway, now, Harley, are you an NFL team in particular fan?
Yes, the Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions, son of a gun. Really?
Yeah, I'm originally from Michigan. So.
The Lions are hosting the Chicago Bears. Let's pick that one just for fun. The Lions are getting 3. They're playing in beautiful Soldier Field. If you've got an hour, Tom will tell you how gorgeous that place is.
You been there lately? Looks like a UFO having a non-consensual sex with a Acropolis.
The Lions beat the Packers and Aaron Rodgers for his 5th loss in the row, whatever the hell it was. So the Bears are given 3. Lions getting 3. Who do you like, Detroit or Chicago this weekend?
Detroit. I got to go with them.
All right. He takes Detroit plus the 3. I'm going Chicago minus the 3, and I think that is also going to be my double shot.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh.
I think they're all talking about how Justin Fields is the quarterback for the Bears. He's the future. He's a fast Michael Vick. I'll let that sit with you there for a little while and see. The good Michael Vick, not the guy.
Not the dog.
Oh, gotcha.
Sit.
So, yes, I'll let that sit with you, simmer for a little bit. Okay, and the Tennessee Titans are hosting the Denver Broncos, and the Titans are giving 3. Who do you like, Denver plus the 3 and Russell Wilson, or the Titans minus the 3?
Oh, the Denver.
You're going to take Denver plus the 3, really? All right, I'll take the Titans minus the 3, and that's my other double shot this week, Tom.
Okay.
And then finally, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers host the Seattle Seahawks this weekend. Seattle, all of a sudden, real good. Tampa Bay, not so much. But Tampa Bay is giving points. Seattle's getting 3 in Tampa. Who do you like, Tampa or Seattle? Seattle.
I'm going to have to go with Tampa because my wife will kill me if I don't.
Okay,
She's a big Brady fan.
Okay, I don't want her messing with me either, so I'll take Tampa. I'll take Tampa minus the 3, Tom. So there you go, and there's your shoe-in of the week.
Okay, well, congratulations, Harley.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But with the last name Holly, do you have any kind of special Christmassy?
Oh, wait a minute. That Tampa Seattle game. That's in Munich, Germany this Sunday. That's right. That's why I was wondering why the hell would I pick that? Yeah, it's in Munich.
Okay.
It's at the beer hall in Munich. should be great for a real good game. A lot of oompa, a lot of lederhosen.
Should be good.
High test beer.
Okay, good. I'm sorry. Do you get a lot of Christmassy stuff with the last name Holly?
Yeah, somewhat. It's one of my favorite holidays.
Okay, good. A lot of folks certainly enjoy it. And is Harley a family name?
No. No, not really. My mom named me. So.
Was after the motorcycle or what?
That's what everyone tells me.
Okay.
I might have been conceived on it.
Oh, boy, that'd be something. Conceived on a Harley?
Conceived on a Harley, Tom.
I hope it was parked.
Yeah, I must say I would agree.
That'd be.
I don't even think even Evel Knievel did that jump.
God.
Well, that is great. Well, Harley, congratulations. You got 13 of 13 and won all the tiebreakers. So now, do you place legal wagers on occasion on the NFL?
I do not. That's not in this state. They don't allow us. So.
Okay. Sorry about that. And then, do you place illegal? Never mind.
Do you place illegal bets? Yeah, that's a good question.
That's fine. Now, would you call it dumb luck that you won, or are you really a skilled?
I would have to say it just because the Lions won.
Oh, okay.
I see.
I believe I had that as well. I had the Lions beating AA Ron. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, Harley, it's great talking to you. Congratulations. Thanks for listening.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're very welcome.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. If you just like that video, then do your part. Like and subscribe. You have to. It's state law.